Hello Rona, and later on, Black Magic Woman, the Santana version will be done. Hi Kevin, Julia. I've been over everything, checking it all out, so I hope I haven't forgotten to do anything. I think touch wood, everything's okay. Hi Greg, Mr. Greg, and hello Tom. So, I'm going to start with an old blues song. I've never done this one on my Facebook gigs. I used to do it quite a lot. It's from an album my big brother John had called, I forget what the album was called, but it was by a guy called Georgia Tom Dorsey, who was a piano player. And he had great people singing and playing with him. Really, really old blues stuff. A lot of it quite funny. And this typical blues song, it's about all his troubles, and they're all the fault of women. However, the normal solution in blues songs when women are giving you trouble is you go out and buy a big gun and shoot them. At least he doesn't do that. He just decides that he's just going to bugger off and get out of the way. Or they can't track him down and bother him anymore. It's absolute shameless sexist stuff, you know. But Georgia Tom, if you can get a hold of the Georgia Tom album, it's got Tampa Red and I think Scrapper Blackwell playing on some tracks. A great singer. There's a brilliant track called Terrible Operation Blues, which you really need two people to sing, a woman and a man. And it's a hoot and it's great. This one is called Being Mistreated Blues. Anyway, sorry for whittering on. Being Mistreated Blues. Once I had a sweet woman, and she done turned sour on me. I had a good woman, but the man would not let her be. I had a new way of loving, but I done lost my stroke. I had a new gal, but I lost her when I got broke. Now I'm a real kind fella, folks, and that ain't so bad. It's just I ain't got some of them things that I once have had. I got my mind all made up, and I'm gonna leave this town. I'm going so far till them woman can't track me down. Once I had a speakeasy, and a police come and closed it down. Now it sure is a hard thing to sell booze around this town. I got a woman down in Florida, got two in Tennessee. I got one in Indiana, she keeps on pulling after me. Now them angels keep on singing, moon shines down at night. but the good Lord knows that the woman don't treat me right. Hey, being mistreated blues. Quick look. Okay, hi Margaret. Hi Leslie, Gail, Paul, Jens, Frankie, Jock, and Tom. Hi Sue, Johnny Dillon, Cyril. The late Jock Pedman, yeah. You could say that, Cyril. Okay. This is a Van Morrison song. I went to see the film Belfast, doing it at the Odeon the other day, and really enjoyed it. It got kind of mixed write-ups, but I thought it was great. Loads of vintage Van Morrison in the soundtrack, and this is one I'd kind of forgotten about. I like this song. It's a simple song, and in the soundtrack it's a great version with all the brass playing and Alan Darby playing guitar and everything. So it's, it's a great band. This is just my wee acoustic version. Still a good song though. Oops. When it's not always raining, there'll be days like this. When there's no one complaining, there'll be days like this. When everything falls into place like the flick of a switch. Mama told me there'll be days like this. When you don't need to worry, there'll be days like this. When no one's in a hurry, there'll be days like this. When you don't get betrayed by that old Judas kiss. My mama told me there'll be days like this. When you don't need an answer, there'll be days like this. When you don't meet a chancer, there'll be days like this. All the parts of the puzzle start to look like they fit. Then I must remember there'll be days like this. When everything's up front and they're not playing tricks. When you don't have no freeloaders out to get their kicks. When it's nobody's business the way you want to live. I just have to remember there'll be days like this. When no one steps on my dreams, there'll be days like this. When you ring out the changes, there'll be days like this. When you ring out the changes of how everything is. Well, my mama told me there'd be days like this. Mama told me there'd be days like this. My mama told me there'd be days like this. Hey Derek, and hi Jerry. I like these lyrics too, Jock. It's I like when you don't meet a chancer, there'll be days like this. I don't have many of them. Hey Paul. And hi Margaret, yep. Okie dokie. Right, next one is a wee instrumental, which I do every now and again. I do it because I like it. I also do it because if I don't keep doing it, I'll forget bits of it. It's really tricky. It's by one of my favourite guitarists, Stephen Grossman. Well, it's not. It's by a guy called Willie Brown. Back in the 30s. Nearly 100 years ago, 90 odd years ago. So, Stephen Grossman does a version of it, which is quite actually like the original. And it's from watching him playing it on YouTube that I've kind of learned it. And it's just a great instrumental. Like I say, a little bit tricky, but Mississippi Blues. Mississippi Blues. They won them. The wee boy was great, Gail, in the movie. Yep. I particularly liked it when his mammy was giving him a huge row because he'd joined in with a raid on the shop with him looting the supermarket, and he had brought home a huge big box of Omo. And he went, "Why did you bring that home?" And he went, "It's biological." I thought that was great. Sorry for the terrible accent there. I did my best. Right, I forget what it is next. So I'll need to look. Okay, this is one of my songs. It's a bit serious. It's especially dedicated to a politician called Alex Cole Hamilton. A man I would cheerfully garrot if I ever met him. And it is called Somewhere Else. Someone once took offence to this because they thought I was telling immigrants to bugger off, which anyone who knows me knows is kind of the opposite of where I'm coming from. The problem that we have in Scotland isn't immigrants. It's the fact that lots of people who live here, who were born here, who've got they're Scottish as anything, don't believe in their own country, and you know, I think that's sad. So this is called Somewhere Else. Where I live there's beauty, there's sunshine and there's rain, there's love and there is kindness, there's cruelty and there's pain, trees that reach for heaven and rivers to the sea, there's rich and there is poor, but nowhere else I'd rather be. There are those who are ashamed of the land where they were born. They say that we're not good enough to make decisions of our own. And they tell me to be silent, tell me I should bend the knee. Maybe there is somewhere else that they would rather be. Flowers bloom and birds fly high, the buzzard and the dove. Old men dig their gardens and young men look for love. Some say that we're too feckless, too foolish to be free. Maybe there is somewhere else that they would rather be. The wind blows hard, the seas run high, we have more than we need. Children learn, professors teach in universities, but just say that we're too poor, too stupid and too weak. Maybe there is somewhere else that you would rather be. Maybe there is somewhere else that you would rather be. Hey, hello John Murray. Haven't seen you for a long time. And Gary Driver too. Okay, this is leave the capo on by. This is a Simon and Garfunkel song. It's probably the first one that a lot of people heard. Wasn't the first one I heard because I'm very old. But on the telly, just coincidentally the other night, that concert in New York, is it Central Park or Madison Square? I don't know. Big outdoor concert, you know, huge numbers of people, and the young Simon and Garfunkel performing, and like, yes, Garfunkel's singing is just like so wonderful. Paul Simon's songwriting and the two voices together, it's just brilliant, you know. Anyway, this is Scarborough Fair, and in their version of it, because it is an old folk song, there are two songs, two messages going on at once. One just, you know, one who lives there, missing loved one, and the other part, Canticle, is about war. It's an anti-war song. I can only sing one part, and it's a part that everyone knows. Scarborough Fair. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams nor needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And drain the salt water and the sea strands, then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. And gather it all in a bunch of heather, then she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Hey, I forgot to mention that when you listen to Simon and Garfunkel songs, some of the guitar parts are really, really nice. Mainly because Paul Simon, like most kind of guys who came up through the songwriting scene, then they all kind of learned finger picking as a matter of course. And listening to some of the great guitar playing on things like Mrs. Robinson and American Tune and stuff like that, you know, it is very underrated. Nowadays, of course, everyone just goes ding, 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 ding. But no me, because I didn't like it. He said, sounding very not grown up. This is James Taylor. When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there above you should turn dark and full of cloud, and that old north wind should begin to blow. Keep your head together, call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running and see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Mr. Gregg, smash. Not a guitar bites the dust. Mr. Gregg, he used to play in a band with Scott McKenzie and James Taylor. I remember Scott McKenzie. I didn't think you would though. A long time ago. Hi Kathleen. Yeah, this is Vincent Blacklight. I like to keep doing these Richard Thompson numbers and the tricky instrumentals, as I say, because use it or lose it, you don't keep playing stuff. And there are not many gigs happening, although they've started happening again. I'm back in the fire station with my friend Gary and probably one or two special guests on the 18th of February. I'm playing a gig on the 12th of February in the Dean Park in Kirkcaldy with the Great Gales Blue. It's another charity gig, but it'll be a lot of fun. So tickets will probably be on sale for that if anyone's in Kirkcaldy and thinking they'd like to see Gales Blue. They always put on a great show. There's the band, and I take the place of the original guitarist, who doesn't keep very well, and lives down south anyway. And they also hire in a 4-piece brass section, like, so there's always a great sound. Anyway, enough of these adverts. Vincent Blacklight. Said run Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Poor girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Blacklight in 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. And he pulled her on behind and down to Box James Hill they did ride. Said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand, but I'll tell you in earnest I'm a dangerous man. For I've fought with the law since I was 17, and I robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. I'm 21 now, I might make 22, and I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. But if fate should break my stride, I'd give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, cried Sergeant McRae, for they've taken James 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast hit his chest, left nothing inside. Oh, come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath, but he smiled to see her cry. Said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Nortons and Indians and Reeves won't do. Oh, they don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. Well, he reached for her hand and he slipped her the keys. Said, I've got no further use for these. I see angels and Ariels in leather and chrome swooping down from heaven to carry me home. He gave her one last kiss and died, and he gave her his Vincent to ride. That's a tricky one. Great fun though. Right, it's time to gang electric. Okay, this is a request for Rona. Oh, hello, Alan. A request for Rona, who actually requested it before last week's gig, but I didn't have time to kind of sort myself out for it. Been doing this for years. It's the Santana version, more or less, with slight nods to Peter Green here and there, of Black Magic Woman. Got a black magic woman. Got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. She's got me so blind I can't see that she's a black magic woman. She's trying to make a devil out of me. Got your spell on me, baby. Got your spell on me, baby. You got your spell on me, baby. Turning my heart into stone. I need you so bad, magic woman, I can't leave you alone. Turn your back on me, baby. Turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Stop messing around with those tricks. Don't turn your back on me, baby. You just might pick up those magic sticks. Got a black magic woman. Got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. She's got me so blind I can't see that she's a black magic woman. Just trying to make a devil out of me. Magic woman. Okay, okay. Yeah, still on about Cliff, Mr. Gregg. I'm going through his back catalogue. I'm finding it difficult to find anything that would suit my dulcet tones, to be quite honest. However, we shall see. That was nice. I'm going to have another. Okay, dokie. I forget what it was next. Let's have a shufty. Okay, doke. This is good old Bruce Springsteen. Bugger off. Sorry about that.
And kids from Baltimore, Jack. I went out for a ride and I never went back. Like a river that don't know where it's flowing, I took a wrong turn and I just kept going. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money and you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry heart. I met her in a Kingstown bar. We fell in love, I knew it had to end. Took what we had and we ripped it apart. Now here I am back in Kingstown again. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money and you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody needs a place to rest. Everybody got to have a home. Don't make no difference what nobody says. Ain't nobody like to be alone. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money and you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Lay down your money and you play your part. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Ooh.
Okay, one more time for the world. What gremlins? I can't see any gremlins. Nice to hear from you anyway, Jim. Okay, this is my last one. And it's that's one of my own ones. Done it quite a lot on here. It's my Thatcher's Britain song. Here we go. Drums are Pete Rab Jones, horns are Donald Lang. Summer morning came away, the anesthetic didn't take. Switch your eyes on for a while, saw the city's evil smile, and breathe
the poisoned air and walk across the street or around the block. Hang around and watch the clock and listen to the worthless talk in the good old summertime with your cup held in your hand. Will you beg or turn to crime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bell chime in the good old summertime? In the artificial warmth of shops and pubs and restaurants, service with a plastic smile can fool you for a little while, but in the end it's all the same. Go downtown, sign your name, and in the meantime try to find a way to fill up empty time in the good old summertime with your cup held in your hand. Will you beg or turn to crime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, with your cup held in your hand, will you beg or turn to crime? In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime in the good old summertime? In the good old summertime, with your cup held in your hand, will you beg or turn to crime? In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, destitution on your mind. Can you hear those death bells chime in the good old summertime? Thank you very much, and see you again soon, folks. Well, probably next Sunday, I would imagine. Thanks again for all showing up, and I enjoyed myself as always. Anyone from Dunfermline, fire station gigs Friday the 18th. Gary will be playing with me, and I'm sure I'll have one or two special guests as well. And not forgetting the Gales Blue gig in the Dean Park on the 12th, Saturday the 12th. You need to buy tickets for that one though, and they will sell out, I'm pretty sure. Okay, thanks again, folks. See you again soon. Cheers.